Hi, everybody. How are you today? Oh, today has been heavy for me. My chest feels heavy. It took me longer than normal to get out of bed. I did no makeup today at all. I did wash my hair when I was in the shower. I put on the most comfy thing I own. So it feels like I don't have any clothes on, which is awesome. Let me see. I don't know if I can. I don't know how to. All right, this new stuff. I don't even see how I can invite people. I can't invite anybody. Oh, Facebook, I love all of your stuff that you have, but sometimes when you change things around, you make it hard. But that's okay. But this is the best outfit ever. It's so huge and it feels like I have no clothes on, which is amazing. So let's talk about feeling heavy. So today I feel really heavy in my chest. And a little bit I think is physical because the pollen, it's 80 degrees here and the sun is shining and it makes me so happy. So I know a little bit is just physicalness, but I know that there's a lot of um, energy behind this too. It's got some emotion behind it. And that's one of the things that I do with my clients is help them figure out, is this my physical body trying to tell me something? Is this my emotional body that's trying to tell me something? Or is it not my garbage and I just need to let it go? So one of the easiest ways to figure out what that is just to ask. And it doesn't have to be out loud, but it can be if you want it to be. But if you just ask it with your internal voice, is this mine? And you'll get a yes or no. You just have to believe in that yes or no. And I totally emphatically believe in my yes and no. I listen to that little gut in my heart. I listen to my heart centered space, which is my soul. And then I listen to my gut, which is inner child and subconscious. So learning how to come down into our body right now is so important. Learning to ground in and become more resilient like a tree. I like to imagine that I'm a willow tree and that my roots are so deep into the earth. And that as those winds come and those breezes come and those hurricane force winds, I know that I can sway. And I might bend a little bit, but no matter which direction I get pushed or pulled in, and actually this feels good on your low back and your spine. But no matter what direction that willow tree gets pushed and pulled in, it's strong and it's secure and it's firm in its roots into the earth. And it appreciates with its long limbs all of the sunshine. So it's just that representation for me of peace and calm and groundedness. And so that is when that heaviness comes in, or those heart palpitations, or that anxious bubbly feeling that you get in your gut. Miss Sadie wanted to join us today. uh, if you get any of those feelings, if you can see yourself in your mind's eye as that willow tree, and that it's strong and resilient, and no matter what happens, it just sways. It just sways. This is the action of the willow tree, and it's just these beautiful dance movements with nature and all of its surroundings. And you just let it go and just be and just pause and just allow yourself to feel the feels. It's okay. Mine like to sneak up at 3 a.m. With not having as quite the same routine as I normally keep. I'm finding that I'm staying up later and later, but that's because I'm doing more work later and later into the evening. As you can see, I'm coming on live and it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Hi, Miss Sadie. Hi, pretty girl. You need some attention. Make sure you're paying attention to your animals. They're going through stuff too. Actually, they're more sensitive to what's going on than we are, especially when it comes to earth vibration. So Miss Sadie, say hi, Miss Sadie. Miss Sadie actually has, she's got her own driver's license. And then she's got a rose quartz crystal on her collar, so that it helps to calm her because she's a little nervous Nelly. She likes to play nervousness. Oh, and here's Mr. Harley. He's got to come in, Mr. Jealous Boy. But so what I wanted to talk to you today, let's talk Tingshas. So Tingshas have been around for centuries, and I love them. I use them in a lot of my healing sessions, whether it's massage, whether it's sound healing, whether it's energy and chakra work. It doesn't matter. But if you look, you can see that each one of them has 8 symbols on them, and each symbol represents something different. These are Tibetan chimes. Used in Buddhist traditions. And then, like I said, I like to use them in my wellness and healing practice. So that is the mid-tone. And then I have a smaller set, which is going to be higher pitched. And then I have the largest set. And as far as I know, they only come in these 3 sizes. So it's about 2 inches to 4.5 inches. They run around $30. And in the description of the video, see, my favorite is the mid-tone. Here's the mid-tone again. And then depending on where you hold the strings is how much vibration you might get out of it also. But so on the symbols themselves, they have different meanings, and I looked them up. So the first one is the golden fish. So the golden fish represents breath and prana, which is life force energy, and the energy channels of both the body and breath that regulates the amount of energy that flows through us. So your breathing practice is super important to how you feel. And about a week or so ago, I did box breathing with you guys, where you take a specific count. And so you can breathe in to a count of 5, hold for a count of 5, exhale for a count of 5, and then hold for a count of 5 again. That's box breathing, also known as ha breathing, HA breathing, ha breathing. So you can use that specific breath technique to help to calm and relax the body. By taking in large amounts of oxygen, the body goes, oh, okay, we don't have to be in flight or fight. It also stimulates the vagus nerve, which makes the body calm. and the vagus nerve goes all the way from the brain all the way down into the stomach. So the 8 symbols, the first symbol is the golden fish, and so it represents breath and life force energy. The parasol represents protection from harm and illness. The third one is the treasure vase, which represents health, longevity, prosperity, and empowerment. The lotus, which we see purity of mind, body, and speech, with non-attachment. The conch shell is a symbol of many deities, and it spreads their message. It represents educating and taking care of oneself. The endless knot is the 6th symbol. Endless knot shows that everything in life is interwoven and interdependent. The future outcomes are rooted in what you do today. That's a really good message. The victory banner, which is the banner, represents overcoming defeat and attaining happiness. And then the Dharma wheel. This wheel is a symbol of never-ending journey of self-improvement. There is no end. So it's one of those circular things. So those are the symbols that are on the Tingshas. I like to call them, it's super glue for the soul, because we get pulled in 16,000 different directions on a daily basis. And I like to use these during a session or at the end of a session, just to try and bring everything back together. So like I said, when you're pulled like that willow tree in all of these different directions and in the wind, and the kids need you, and the husband or spouse needs you, and then your parents need you, and your friends need you, and your community needs you, and we're just being pulled in all of these different directions, we need to come back to center. Center is the most important thing that we have, because when we are centered and grounded, that's when we're paying attention to us, to ourselves. And today I stayed in bed a little bit longer than I normally do. And I listened, because my goal is every morning before I get out of bed is I do ask, what do I need today? What's the one thing that I need that's going to help me raise my vibration, to put a smile on my face and joy in my heart? And today was taking an extra long shower. I try not to take super long showers, because I do understand that that water is a commodity and a very valuable resource. But today I just had to treat myself, and I washed my hair and I conditioned it, and I used my Clarisonic not once but twice on my face. I did 2 rotations of it. And then instead of just doing the salt scrub that I talked about the other day on just my arms and my chest, I did everything. I did my arms, my chest, my sides, my back, my legs, and then the bottoms of my feet. And with removing all of that excess energy that no longer served me, I felt so much more alive and less heavy and more light and ease and graceful. And the other thing that always happens for me is water gives me so many messages when it's running over me or when I hear it. So that's why I do a lot of work with water. I love doing my water ceremony, where we do prayers with the water, and do like a ceremonial washing of our energetic fields, and then everybody gets blessed with the water. And I actually, the water for my different ceremonies, I like to keep a spray bottle of it. And so if I need that, I can spray it, and it's got fabulous oils from rose petals and different really therapeutic and divinely feminine essential oils that just helps to raise my energy. And there's rose oil in it, and jasmine and neroli, and all of these wonderful scents. And just the energy from the prayers that are used during the ceremony that I do, all of that energy stays in the water. If you've never seen, there's a movie on how water takes on energy, different words and feelings and emotions, and even water being next to specific chemicals, it can take on the components of the chemicals. I'll have to see if I'll find the video on YouTube and I'll post it for you guys if you've never actually seen it. But I just took some extra time for me today. And then after I got out of the shower, I spent some extra time and did some extra face care, and, really spent some time with my different serums and lotions and potions that I like to use on my face. And then I decided that I was not putting on any makeup today. I wanted to be as naked and natural as possible. So this is what you get today: lotion, and that's about it. Lotion and a little bit of clothing. And then after I got done with all that, I reached out to some of my clients and some of my friends, and I really hope that you're doing that on a daily basis too. I try and pick 5 people every day, and I try and pick 5 different people because I have a big circle. I have a big chosen tribe. I have certain people that I try and talk to more often, which is awesome. And it's just been a day where I really try and pay attention to my needs. When I get that heavy feeling in my body and in my soul, I know that it's my soul going, I need help. You can't ignore me, because I'm one of those people. I choose to help others, and I'm a healer. And so I'm very focused on others, but I have to remember to put myself first, or then I run out of energy and I run out of gas, and then I can't help take care of others. So being really conscious and intentional of how I'm caring for myself is super important also. So like I said, I took an extra long shower today. I did some extra self-care by doing an entire body salt scrub, and I spent more time lotioning up with my lemongrass oil that I use every day after I get out of the shower. And I used extra special yumminess in my face routine after I got out of the shower. And then I made my phone calls to my friends and family and just finding out what they need. And then the rest of my day has been continuing. It's been, what can I do to keep my business moving forward? I've been a massage therapist for 22 years, and now all of a sudden I'm not allowed to touch anybody. So that's really hard. So I'm touching people in other ways by, one, coming on and doing Facebook Lives. I'm trying to do as many as I can, at least one a day. And then I am reaching out to my clients and my chosen tribe. And then I am working on materials that I can use in my body mind coaching. Sometimes we need a cheerleader, or we need an accountability partner, or we just need someone to listen, or someone to help us navigate or guide us through these moments of turmoil. And that's what I'm here to help with. So please know that if you need help, that you just have to send me a message. Just send a message through Facebook Messenger. If you're on Facebook, you can send me an email. All of my information is on my Facebook business page. It's also on my website. So please contact me. Please reach out. I'm also doing every Thursday from now until I don't know when at noon, a group body mind coaching session. So if you want to participate in that, please go to my business Facebook page, Jennifer Denman LMT, and look for the body mind coaching sessions. They're every Thursday. I'm doing it on a sliding scale, anywhere from $5 to $20, whatever you can afford. And then once you have paid for the service, and I'm using my Venmo account, because a lot of people have Venmo. If you don't have Venmo, just send me a message and let me know that you want to participate, and I will help you navigate as to how to do that. And there's no questions asked. Anywhere from $5 to $20 for a group session for everybody. And then once you do that, then I get to invite you into a private group that I have just for my body mind clients. And then you get a little bit more one-on-one, or a really solid community of people that are all moving in the same direction with wanting to heal, wanting to connect to what their higher self is looking for. Understand that we're all divinely guided if we can take a moment to listen, which is been my goal for the last couple of years. I know that I'm supposed to work with the divine feminine, and we all have divine feminine. So men, don't think that I am excluding you at all. It's just I want to get to that nurturing, loving side. We have been in a very patriarchal society for a long time, and that's war and tearing things down, and in that flight or fight state. And I think we just need to get back to some love. If we all practiced a little bit more love in our life, the world would heal, and it is healing right now. Gaia, Mother Earth, is healing as we speak. I almost want to put the message out there, just to the world. What if, just what if, we all took 1 month off a year together, or the entire planet, just like we're doing now? Because we've seen with 2 or 3 weeks of no businesses running and less cars on the road, that the smog is going away, and the air pollution is going away, and the water is clearing, and the skies are clearing, and the animals are coming back out. And the earth is it's super happy right now. I mean, you can really feel the vibration of it. That we're finally giving her the moment to heal what needs to be healed. And so I'm truly honored and grateful for that. The other thing that I wanted to show you today is I did Korean yoga, Dawn Hawk yoga, for about 5 years. And it's been quite a few years, but I really enjoyed the practice. And the Korean form of yoga that I was doing specifically was targeted for chakras and meridians. And so one of the things that we did on a daily basis to open the class, or to open the session, was to awaken the meridians and the chakras. And my body's excited already. It's already starting to warm up. It's like, yes. So once again, understanding what your yeses and nos are in your body. If it's heavy, it's a no. If it's light and easy, or you feel expansive, then it's a yes. And I know for me, when I start heating up, then that's all of my guides and everybody telling me, yes, you're on the right track. It's like playing hot or cold for me. When I know that I'm on the right path, I continually get warmer and warmer and warmer, and it usually starts, around my solar plexus in my heart, and kind of whoosh, and then goes out through my entire body. So that's one of the things that I understand about doing my embodiment practices, is I understand what a lot of my little signs and symbols inside my body mean for me. Now, just because that's how I interpret them doesn't mean that that's necessarily how you will interpret them, but I can help you figure out what all of those signs and symbols mean to you. So one of the other things, like I was saying, is we did specific openings. So it's a pounding or tapping on specific areas of your body that is going to vibrate and then awaken the chakras and then all of the meridians. So if you start with hands in this sort of a position, and then from here we're going to pound. So it's just on, we're going to do each side of the chest, and then we're going to count to 10. I used to be able to count to 10 in Korean, and at the moment I can only remember some of them and not all of them. So we're just going to count in English. And then as this practice gets longer and longer and longer, you can go from a count of 10 to a count of 20 to a count of 30 to a count of 40 to a count of 50. It just depends on how long you want to do it. A 10 is a great place to start, and it's a great way to start your day by opening up everything. Or when you feel that anxiety or nervousness or pressure start building, let's try and ground you back into the earth. So we start with the hands in this position. So thumb is tucked in. Okay. And then so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And actually you're doing 20 if you look at it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that opened up the upper triangle. Okay. So that would be crown, third eye, and throat, because you're doing it closer to where the throat is. The throat chakra is like right in that little indentation here. So you're working on either side of it. Then from there, we're going to go to the heart chakra. So in the center of the chest. Okay. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to turn our hands over, and we're going to use the pinky side, and then we're going to come right to the bottom of the rib cage. So right over where your liver is, where your solar plexus is, where the stomach and spleen and pancreas all are. So it's waking up and shaking all of those. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to open our hands, and then we're going to slap our lower bellies. So that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to open up the lower, the pelvic bowl and the lower chakras, or the lower triangle. So that's going to be the lower abdominal chakra, or the sacral chakra, and then your root chakra. And then after that, if you wanted to, if you were in a standing position, which I'm not today, but you could take your whole hand and basically on your entire belly, and then you would shake and take a nice deep breath in, and then so that just kind of wakes up all of those internal organs and your intestinal tract. And then everything just feels a little bit brighter and crisper and lighter and easier and more open and more expansive. So that all those adjectives that I just used, those all mean yes. Yes. So that's it for today. Believe it or not, I've already been on here for a half hour. So Tingshas help to glue everything back together. Sometimes I just love hearing the sound of them. Like I said, soul super glue for the soul. It kind of brings you all back to the center after you've been pulled in 90,000 different directions. You also have that imagery and that embodiment of imagining yourself as the willow tree that has deep roots into the earth, and that has the ability to sway back and forth no matter how strong or turbulent the winds become, right? Being pulled in several different directions. And then we have the awakenings, okay? So both sides of the chest, 2, 3, turn your fists over, 4, and then lower belly, 5, and then the shake. shake up everything. Shake up everything in that belly. Your entire person is in this abdominal cavity. This is what runs you. You know, if your digestive system isn't working properly, then emotionally you're not going to feel good. Physically you're not going to feel good. Spiritually you're not going to feel good. So it's super important that we take care of all this. I'm so grateful that you came to visit with me today, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't see any comments or who was on here. And I will answer anything that you have. So if you have not liked this page, please do. If you know somebody that could use the information that I gave today, please share it with them. Share this post on your page so that your chosen tribe can then be introduced to me also. You can also, like I said, check out the Body Mind group coaching on Facebook. And then that will go through Zoom every Thursday on a sliding scale. And then if you choose to join there, then you will be able to have access to my private Awaken and Illuminate group. Okay. So love you guys, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.